Hey farmers, hope you're having a great Monday so far. We're all in advisory period right now, and we're just going to kind of give you an overview of what Farmer Flex Time is, kind of go over some more expectations, and starting tomorrow is actually block lunch, where you have an hour of student choice to do what you want to do during that time frame from 11:20 to about 12:20. So I'm going to go over a couple of overview pieces. Mr. Botter is going to go into some expectations. We're excited about this opportunity to give you time within our school hours to get involved in clubs, seek extra tutoring, make up some work or whatever you need to do to be successful academically here, as well as to get plugged into some clubs that we have. So we're excited about this. So again, every Monday, we'll be running our advisory schedule. That's what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, so that is something that you're very familiar with. Every Tuesday through Friday, we'll go into block lunch, and again, that's that hour free time for you. As you can see behind Mr. Botter and myself, Ms. Denman, one of our librarians, made this huge schedule, this calendar for you as a visual for you to see every day what clubs are going to be offered during what time frame, whether it's A block or B block. Obviously, we don't have all the clubs up there listed right now. We'll be doing that throughout today, and you'll have a visual of when Student Council is meeting, when AVID is meeting, when Art Club is meeting, when tutoring is offered per subject. So it'll be right here for you. You may want to take a picture of it every Monday and get an idea so you have it on your phone, as well as your sponsors will be discussing these things with you. We'll be expanding where you're able to go on block lunch. As of right now, during advisory time, you're all down here in this wing where we have the gate down. You'll be able to come through this main hallway and eat at these tables and hang out here. And then if you're going to tutoring, you'll be able to go upstairs or go to your classroom for tutoring during that time. We are gonna allow you to eat lunch if you wanted to in this area, as well as the areas that you've been eating. We have to do a much better job of picking up our trash after each other so the school is not a mess. If it is, unfortunately, then we'll close block lunch and advisory or block lunch down during those days that we need to. So we need your help on a lot of those things. Mr. Botter is going to talk to you a little bit more about our expectations and kind of some things to remember, and then I'll come back on and close us out.
All right, thank you. Just for starters, while we talk about tutoring, when you go to tutoring, basically that's a time to either go to your class, the Think Spots will be open, there'll be some expectations in the Think Spot where seating is limited. Basically, we're not going to be hanging over the chairs and things, and it can't be a loud environment because tutoring will be going on. So there'll be a supervisor up there if a teacher says, hey, there's too many people here, or if it's too loud, well, go somewhere where you can be social and a little bit louder. So use the Think Spots as quiet socialization and also a place to work. If you're going to tutoring, go to your class, go to tutoring, come back and go somewhere else when you're done. It's not a time to hang out in the hallways and things. If you do that, you'll be asked to move along. So on that note, that's a very important piece that I think is essential to the block lunch time. And during your advisory time, we're going to have a calendar, basically a paper calendar that just have the list of the days, something simple for you. You can do something on your iPad or phone, whatever is beneficial to you. But it's important to look at this activity calendar, know what's going on if you have STUCO or AVID, and in the off times, plan some tutoring times, and then you don't have to stay after school necessarily. But use the time Monday to plan your week as best you can. Also, I wanted to reiterate, we're all going to go to a lunch at 11:20. We're all going to want to be in the front of the line at 11:20, and that's not going to happen. There's going to be one person in the front of the line. Everybody else is going to be in the back of the line. So think about that. If you can bring your lunch for a week or two, or at least a week, try that. It's going to be a little busy while people are looking and trying to plan their week. Take that in consideration. And if you're stressed for time or something happens, please find one of us, an administrator, a teacher or something, and say you have an issue. So we want to help you. We don't want anybody to miss a meal. So that's important while we all figure out how the schedule is going to work. Another thing as far as expectations go, find an area. If there's a big crowd or something, you'll just be asked to break up or move along, find a place. We do need to have an open hallway to come and go, so just move or find a place to sit or stand or lean or talk or socialize, and also take care of business. Dismissal from main campus, you've all been doing a great job. You transitioned well. There's been a couple that have missed their bus just a couple of times, and you're really getting that schedule down. The change is going to come when we have kind of more free time. We're going to be distracted. So those students that are going to LHS or have the Career Center, the buses leave about 12:15. You want to put in a reminder in your phone or iPad that 12:10 you want to get to your bus. The responsibility is going to be on you. We will try to continue to have an announcement for a few days, but it's very difficult to hear over the intercom as everybody's talking and moving about and being distracted. So I really stress putting that time in your phone, unless you've got it and it's not a problem for you. But a lot of things are going to be a responsibility for you. Going to tutoring, using your time wisely, and taking advantage of the opportunities you have to either de-stress and go to one of the activities. Will actually be an open classroom. I know a lot of students have requested that. You can go there and work on your own. Not necessarily any tutoring, but it's a quiet place to go and get your work done. I know that one thing while I'm talking about that, a lot of students have asked, is the library open again? Thank you for being patient during this time. The library will be open. There'll be times on here when the library is open like normal, so if you went there before, during lunch or things like that, you can go there again. However, the library is going to host a Makerspace club, and they're going to have activities there. So depending on space, they may shut down the library or may designate a space for just a few people to come in. So look at the calendar, see when Makerspace is there. The whole hour will be taken up for Makerspace due to the setup and takedown of the events that occur during that time. So that's all I have for right now. Mr. Fontana? Whoa.
Keep you awake. Okay, you're going to be seeing signs down in the gym area in regards to what is offered down during open gym. The gym will be open to different activities in terms of tag, basketball, volleyball, and other frisbee games and whatnot. You'll need to kind of follow these signs on where to enter the gym and where not to be in the gym. You'll see these coach ropers hanging these right now, so you'll be able to identify how to get into the open gym. There is limited spacing. It's not a free-for-all. We will not be having students sitting in the bleachers watching those participate. Those who are in the gym will actually be participating in an activity. If you plan on it, being in the open gym during block lunchtime, you need to have tennis shoes on. You can't go in there barefooted or with slides or flip-flops or anything like that. You must be wearing tennis shoes to participate in those activities. No food or drinks are allowed in the gym as well. So the coaches will be monitoring that, as well as some teachers. And again, I kind of keep coming back to this. Whether it's open gym, whether it's being in the think spot, whether it's being in the hallways eating or in the cafeteria or going to tutoring, we want to treat you like you're in high school. And so we have expectations for you, and we are going to let you push those expectations and make sure that you understand what they are. We're going to push those expectations on you. If you can't handle those expectations, then we'll have to step in and take over, and we'll go back to moving away from block lunch and whatnot. Again, we're building all of these things into our school day to help you, give you some free time during the day, give you some time to work on your studies, give you some time to get, again, plugged back into clubs. So please live up to these expectations. We know you can. If you have any questions about those things, you can ask a teacher that's on duty, find one of the administrators if you have any of those questions in regards to what you can and cannot do. I will say this as a rule of thumb: if you do not see an adult in an area of the building during block lunchtime, you do not need to be in that area. There should always be an adult where you're at. If there's not, you need to remove yourself from that area and get to where you can be supervised. That, again, is an expectation. If we can't comply with that, we'll have to bring in the ropes on what we're going to do with block lunch. So we want this to be a positive experience, not come down on you and punish the whole school for the act of 5 people, but it does snowball and it does kind of get out of hand at times. And so we need all of you to be the leaders in regards to how successful this is. We will be open to suggestions at any time. If you want to start a club or an organization, we need to discuss that. And I know already students are coming to us with ideas. We have to go through some steps to make that happen. So we're here for you. We want this to be a successful time for you. This is not about us. So we need your support. I thank you for your time. Mr. Botter, anything else?
I think we've said it all for right now.
Okay. So ask questions, follow the signs. If you have any questions, teachers, administrators can help out, and let's have a good time and be respectful of each other and our campus. Thank you, farmers.
Thank you.